Welcome to Rapid Tech in 10, where we give you tech-related takeaways in 10 minutes or less. I'm your SoftwareOne host, Brie LeMay, and joining me today, we have Shane Cronin, Vice President of Sales for our East region. Welcome to Rapid Tech in 10, Shane. Thanks for joining us.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Yeah, we're super excited you're here today. And you have some exciting things to chat with us. We heard you recently published an article around how CIOs can find balance with fewer resources and higher expectations in today's turbulent business landscape. So before we dive into all of that, I do have a quick icebreaker question for you. It's in the vein of balance. What do you do to find balance in your own life?
It's a good question. So I recently had a baby, so he's 5 months old. And I think at the beginning I was trying to balance like doing some work while also taking care of him. He was having none of it. It's a nightmare. You can't do a conference call with a baby. You can't even write an email with a baby. So I think once I get back home, I go to the office pretty much every day, and by the time I get home, it just takes up all my time. So it's more forced upon me, this balance, than I think it is me trying to do something new. But yeah, that's basically how the last 5 months have been. So I think I've been forced balance upon me.
Yeah, that is very difficult to balance, but you're doing it effortlessly. So thank you so much for sharing that. So in the vein of 10 minutes as well, we're going to go back to your published article. So
Yeah.
you highlight some extremely important topics, very relevant today, and some of them are not as easy to navigate as others, such as doing more with less, right? We hear that all the time, and how to optimize digital assets. So can you maybe walk us through what doing more with less really means for organizations in today's day and age?
Yeah. So I think the premise came from a survey that SoftwareOne actually posted. So we interviewed 600 CIOs across North America and the UK. We basically consolidated the findings, which, I mean, fundamentally, the theme through the entire thing is most CIOs are seeing an increase in their budget. However, they feel like they don't have enough budget to achieve the goals that they're trying to achieve. I think it was, if I remember right, 93% of CIOs said that their budget was increasing, but 83 of those felt a huge pinch that was happening. The primary things, honestly, is if you read any, it was referenced in a great CIO blog as well that I think was released that cited the survey. And if you look through the key things that CIOs are saying, it's effectively the struggle where you're trying to achieve these business issues or these business objectives, and you're trying to transform the org through IT. But all these things keep happening to you. So on the one hand, I think Trent did a interview with you not so long ago, and he cited how there's been an increase in audits, and you actually see big publishers like Microsoft, who we thought would reduce through cloud, are actually increasing their audit practices. So CIOs have to deal with that. We're seeing cloud vendors increasing their price. We're seeing workloads exceed capacity. And all the while, CIOs are being asked to improve the customer experience, create new digital products, increase agility. All the while, they're trying to balance all these macroeconomic things that are happening to them. And that was kind of the premise of the whole thing. Um, so yeah, that's basically the CIO challenge right now, and the article was trying to address that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's really good timing to try to hit home on a couple of those things as well. And to take it a step further, when it comes to optimizing, because we hear that word all the
Mm.
time too, right? How to optimize your digital assets. What are a couple things do you think organizations can do to get started and make sure that they are actually optimizing effectively?
Yeah, I mean, the most important thing, quite frankly, is what we see is there's generally this approach that we look at transformation, 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 and it's the big shiny object of the thing we're trying to achieve. And often what we see a lot of IT leaders do is almost look for, where do I invest? What am I
Mm.
investing in? How am I supposed to, where's the best technology to achieve this? And often what's overlooked is the existing infrastructure that's in place. Being an ITAM leader, we see it all the time. Most organizations don't even know what applications are deployed, or where the dependencies are, or where the investments are going. So the first thing that we always recommend is maybe it's not as exciting as always focusing on the transformation first, but actually focusing on what exists and having a complete understanding of your environment. From there, you're generally able to assess the applications themselves and understand what is the purpose of them, what is the function, what is the value the business is getting from them, and then what is the future? Do they serve a purpose in this new digital transformation for you, or no? And with that, are you going to migrate into the cloud, or are you going to just extend the life cycle of those apps? So what modernizing, or what this really means, is first getting a grip of your infrastructure, understanding what's out there. Then it's really defining a clear application strategy. So based on your business goals, what is the objective of each application? Do you have applications that do the same usage, that they perform the same functionality? Do you have some that are single function where it's, you're adding resources and there's a lot of cost tied to it, but it's really only doing one thing and it could be displaced? And once you've done that and you understand it, we follow the 7R methodology, where effectively we categorize every app so that it's ready for the cloud or ready for some form of modernizing. And at that stage, it's at the point where you understand how you can leverage your existing infrastructure to hit those objectives that you have.
Yeah, those are all really amazing insights. And through all of this, we can clearly see the world of IT has undergone a remarkable transformation, shifting from a mere organizational necessity to a vital catalyst for strategic business success. Shane, thank you so much for joining us today. And a big thank you to all of you for tuning in to SoftwareOne's Rapid Tech in 10. To read Shane's full article, you can visit the link in our comments and let us know what you think. From your friends in tech at SoftwareOne, thanks for watching.
Thank you.